Come on, man.
LTTV, Blunt Talk with LT, back at it with another video. Alright, this time we got a long reaction. Welcome to the night show. T.I. and Godfrey. So let's get into it. Let's add some context and backstory before we get into the breakdown.
ATL legend, dope as fuck. Y'all start clapping, y'all make some noise for the one and only Clifford Harris, y'all.
Cut that shit off. Y'all sick of me. This nigga doing every goddamn thing, man. You get on my fucking nerves. Hey, man. God, this is hard. Look at y'all. Eyes filled with expectations. Not knowing what to expect. Hoping I just throw out a big word arbitrarily. At any time in the night, man, if I say some shit y'all don't understand, man, raise your hand and I'll come out and let you later. You know what I'm saying? We get through this shit together, you know? I'll tell you what. Expeditiously. How about that? Okay, now we can get that out the way. Everybody feels so satisfied now. Man, they done got me on this motherfucking mic with no motherfucking disinfectant. These motherfuckers ain't giving me alcohol or nothing, man. This shit. Yes, I got the shit now. Said like everybody in Atlanta had this shit around Christmas, didn't it? More motherfuckers had it that didn't have it.
Yeah.
They dropping that shit out of the sky, man. I ain't like you can't goddamn cough enough to get all these motherfuckers COVID at the same time during Christmas. Right during the time when motherfuckers is supposed to gather and get together and shit. One of my partners called me, man. He had the shit around that time. He said, you know, since so many people have it, I think I'm going to throw a COVID party where you need a positive test to get in. I say, nigga, you can't.
All right, so this beginning stand-up isn't that long. It's a few more minutes. Y'all can clearly see T.I. is a stand-up rookie. He's just beginning. And he took some criticism from Godfrey. And the criticism was really light criticism. But the thing about it is T.I. has no idea. He doesn't understand the comedy industry. He doesn't understand stand-up comics. He doesn't understand that there is a growing process to becoming a stand-up comic with any type of respect in the game. You can't just be famous and jump into it. When I first started podcasting, I studied the landscape. I listened to a lot of Joe Rogan. I seen Brendan Schaub talk about it, being new to comedy. And because he was new to comedy, they were like, oh, who's this UFC fighter who's a podcaster who's doing comedy? No one took him seriously until he earned his stripes. They're not just handing out participation trophies in stand-up comedy. You have to be worth a while to... You know what? Let's get into it. Y'all will understand with a little provided context.
Sit your ass down for 5 business days. And the motherfucker don't give a fuck about giving it to you no more. It used to be people like, okay, I got it. I need to quarantine. You know, there was a fucking code to the shit. Yeah, that shit like tag you with, nigga. Deal with that shit the best way you can, nigga. I will admit the shit got to my house. Yeah. Penetrated the walls of my sanctuary. My wife had the shit. Now when you get the shit, man, you know what I'm saying? Last thing you want is for a motherfucker to try and stiff arm you, make you feel like out of place. You don't want to be ostracized. I couldn't see that. So when she had it, I didn't want to make her feel bad and shit, man. You know what I'm saying? I said, baby, soon as she woke up in the morning, I said, shit, you gonna give me some of that sick pussy? I don't know if you can get it for fucking. I said, I tell you what, baby, give me some sugar. Mwah. Felt sick immediately. God damn, check my temperature, man. I didn't think the shit kicked in right then. The shit kicked in like immediately. It didn't take no motherfucking time. But it was a couple days before I actually got my positive test. And when I got my positive test, you know my wife got it. She said, yep, it's positive. She laid it out in the kitchen, put my name next to it for all the other people in the house to see. I walked downstairs with my daughter, my little baby. I love her to death, Eris. Walked downstairs with my baby. She said, Dad, why does your corona test say positive? I say, baby, I think I got it. I think I got it from your mama. She said, well, that's why you don't kiss people in the mouth. Yeah, corona. See, that's an excellent observation, baby. Thank you so much.
As a headliner, no one's supposed to go up after you.
Yeah.
Right.
But as there's a code in comedy that I follow. I'm not watching what you can't do better than me.
Yeah.
You're not a comedian to me. You're working your way. I give him. He's taking it seriously. I don't know how long he's gonna do that.
Yeah.
But I'm not coming back after I finish my shit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But they show me so much love in Atlanta. You know, it's just fire as fuck. And we tore it up. Me, Artie, Mike James tore that bitch down. It was fantastic. I had Rodney Perry come through. Toure came through.
Oh shit.
Yeah, my boy Evan Line. It's just comics came through to watch me. Like I was like, what?
Now, I listen to Godfrey's podcast, In Godfrey We Trust. They often have a lot of comics sit at the table and discuss comic shit. And when you're like 3 years into comedy, some people might think that's a lot in the game, but they think of you as a 3-year-old, like you're a child in the game. So being 2 weeks into the game, you can't get any type of respect. It's not like hip-hop. Comedy, they kind of protected the craft and the art a little bit, have a little more respect for it, because hip-hop, like I really studied the shit and got into it and was more of a lyricist, and then I just seen any random just jump in and do their thing, people that aren't rappers, people that are just Instagram thoughts making records. So it's like the barrier to entry is much different in hip-hop than it is to comedy. So T.I. wanted to just hop in and expect support from everyone that's black, and it didn't really work that way. So let's get into it.
What? They came, and T.I. came through, guys.
Oh, shit.
T.I. came on stage after okay, T.I. has been doing comedy, guys.
Yes.
He's been doing comedy for the past 3 weeks.
He's been getting on stage and not rapping.
So, did you give him a guest spot on your show?
Wait, first of all, I'm getting off stage. It was on a Thursday. Last Thursday, I'm on stage. I do like an hour 40 because it was Thursday. It was the first show. Did an hour 40. And I get off, and Artie goes, Godfrey, T.I. is here, and he wants to go on, like, after you know. I said, what? But I was like, dude, I'm not going to say no to T.I.
Yeah.
If it could have been KRS-One, I'd be like, yeah, let him do it.
Yeah.
It's one of those things where you go, of course, as a comedian, I'm like, why the fuck are you in our lane?
Space, yeah.
But as a branding, this is a good look, as in everybody's about visual, everybody's about social media, I go, sure.
Yeah.
Let him up.
Yeah.
He did about a half hour telling stories. You know, T.I. talks very slowly.
Yeah.
Expeditiously. Uses big words. So it's his town. Atlanta's his town.
Yeah.
So I was like, yeah. I didn't go in to watch.
Yeah. Oh.
I didn't go in to watch T.I. because as a headliner, no one's supposed to go up after you.
Yeah.
Right.
But there's a code in comedy that I follow. I'm not watching what you can't do better than me.
Yeah.
You're not a comedian to me. you're working your way. I give him. He's taking it seriously. I don't know how long he's gonna do that.
Yeah.
But I'm not coming back after I finish my shit.
Yeah.
I tore that bitch down. I'm gonna go back and go watch someone who's not.
Who's not a comic?
Who's not a comedian?
Yeah.
For me, morally, that's just fucking stupid.
Yeah, but you just got through saying that it's more than that. You talked about the branding. You talk about all these other avenues that you could touch by having him come. So why wouldn't you go watch him? Just because, there's something else I could touch.
I don't want to watch.
I understand it. I wouldn't watch it.
I'm done.
Yeah.
I'm not going to be in the room. I've just finished.
Yeah.
I'm just saying I just finished, but I waited for he hung out with us.
Okay.
And we talked comedy. No.
Yeah.
I want it.
Okay, well, then you got what you needed.
I fuck with T.I. I have his music. I listened to his music, like when Southern shit was coming out.
Yeah.
And not this shit now. He was actually rhyming. You know, his song "You Don't Know Me." What you know about that? That's what I was saying. What you know about? But he went up and he was really gracious and shit. Yeah. You know, thanks for letting me up. Boom, boom. And we did shit. I did a fucking live with him.
Yeah.
And people say there's Godfrey and T.I.
Yeah.
It's
Right.
cool.
Okay,
I get that, but I would have
And as a businessman, Gary, who owns it, he's a bit close friend of Chappelle's, and that's his thing.
Yeah.
It's in Atlanta, and then the landlords of that place that own the comedy club, own the space, are these Pakistani dudes. They were all excited.
Yeah.
So it was just a whole
political. It was a good look.
Yeah,
yes.
that's.
Okay.
I would have loved for it to happen before you went up, though. Like if you could switch the
But he
idea,
came
right?
later.
Let's
He came-
imagine it's T.I.'s concert. He's doing a rap thing, and you want to go up and do some time. It's gonna be a no.
Well, we can open up. Yeah, you're right. Why would I go up after T.I.?
Right. And
Yeah,
in the
also,
same vein for
it looks like
comedy.
he
I mean,
just
just
started.
What were you
respectfully,
saying?
but I get it.
Yo,
It looks like he just started. I'm looking up like how long he's been doing, like literally like in the last month. He's
Yeah.
Yeah,
just started.
a couple of
Everyone in
weeks.
Atlanta's
He's
talking about it. I know
brand new.
comics in Atlanta talk.
I mean, it's like T.I.
Godfrey does have a point, and you know what? Let's get into it. I'll give it a little second because there's a little bit of lag, but let's get back into it. There's a lot to get into here, so
And I'm like,
let's get it.
I mean, I heard some laughter, some in and out, but I'm like, are they laughing because, oh my God, it's fucking T.I.? Like,
Yeah.
you know, it's a big shiny object.
Yeah.
Right.
Because that object stops getting shiny in comedy.
Yeah.
Because it's
You-
like,
you-
it's a
yeah.
day in, day out grind.
You're only famous for like 5 minutes,
Man,
and
and
then
after
you're
that,
all
it's
right,
like-
what are you going? What are you saying?
It's like all the phenomena is going to go away. If he becomes like, I'm going to do comedy now,
Yeah.
that phenomenon goes the fuck away.
Yeah.
Because there's gonna be times.
He's gonna have to go to open mics if he wants to actually. Do
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
He can't just keep busting in and jumping off
And my
famous
thing
people's shows.
my thing is, yeah, because he did Donnell's after mine. He went to California, did Donnell, and I'm
Yeah.
open. So I'm like, are you going to go to regular open mics and really
Yeah.
work your craft?
Yeah.
You know, because
I agree with what Vaughn was saying though, because if it was reversed, they would have said no. Like if
Right, hell
if
yeah.
a comic comes up to a rapper like, yo, I'm trying, like, they'll know. So it's like, I don't know. I just don't like that.
comedy
People
is like literally like a
disrespect
public
comedy
bathroom.
so much.
Comedy's like a public bathroom. Everybody comes in. And
Yeah,
takes a
that's
shit, you
that's
know?
facts. That's a great analogy.
Everybody comes in and the door's just always open.
Yeah, unfortunately.
You know what I mean? If you're a man or woman, you go through your door, but it's always fucking open.
Yeah.
You know? So, and like I said, it's not like, fuck T.I. No, I'm like, if you taking it seriously, cool. You know, because I fuck with T.I. Just like, you know, the shit that he trying to build in Atlanta when he was like, we need to build our own fucking community, all that shit. And, yeah, he takes care of his children. He has like 6 of them, right? 6 or 7. No, he's there for his kids. I'm being serious.
I know. I mean, he should.
He's there for
He
his
should be.
kids.
Yeah.
And but comedy, I'm like, all right, this is real. This ain't
It's the hardest
this ain't like getting lucky shit.
Was it just the one night, or he came after? Or was
No,
it
he did. He because I said, "Are you coming back again?" He
Yeah.
goes, "No, I gotta go." And he was going to Donnell's show, and he moved. He flew out to California,
Oh.
Ontario. I think it was Ontario Improv to do Donnell's show.
Okay.
And so I was like, "Hey, whatever's clever." But a lot of people think comedy is just this thing you can kind of get lucky on.
Yeah.
Like, nah, dude. I'm talking about the art of comedy, not getting on a TV show because you can look like
Right.
somebody and get on.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the art of comedy, like joke to joke, bang, 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 transition, fucking.
And also, what a privilege to be somebody that could go, oh, hey, Godfrey, or oh,
But
hey,
he
Darnell,
showed
and
me
just
respect,
be on.
though.
Yeah.
He showed me a lot of respect, which
being
was cool.
respectful,
Yeah.
but it is still a privilege to be able to just go, oh, I'm T.I., I'm going to get up on a show. Like,
Yeah, he's going to do it.
Part of getting good at comedy is the rejection of comedy,
he's
too.
a rap superstar. He even said, he goes,
no one's going to tell him
he
no.
said, I'm a rap superstar. I mean, that's what I am.
Yeah.
You're wealthy.
Yeah.
You have a lot of money. Your catalog, you're good. For your kids are good.
Yeah.
So there's a comic that wants to get on.
All right, y'all. We have a lot here. We have T.I.'s response right after this, so stay tuned, y'all.
That's just trying to pay his rent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
I mean.
Kick him in his teeth. What do you mean you want to go up? Shut up.
But I know somebody said to T.I., someone said to T.I., yo, you looked uncomfortable. And he looked at him and go, now what makes you think I was uncomfortable? T.I. is a gangster. Fuck that. T.I. is a real fucking, he ain't no fucking, he's that motherfucker.
Yeah. I imagine he's popular enough, too, to just draw his own crowd.
Yeah.
He should just start doing his own shows.
He's like a real, like he's one of those dudes, really polite, but that scary polite.
Yeah.
That I could see if he snapped.
Yeah.
He'd be like, hey, cuz, I don't play that shit. Like,
T.I.
that motherfucker.
Yeah.
T.I. is somebody. Remember when something broke off at some sort of club, man, and the cops showed up, and T.I. came out with his whole entourage and basically stepped in the middle, told the police, look, we don't want no problems. I got my crew here, you got yours, but let's just talk this out so everybody be cool.
Now, did that sound like hating to y'all? We're not done here, but did that sound like hating to y'all, or was that some comedy insight? Was that some insight to the game of how comedians think?
Yeah. Like, I mean, you're right.
Yeah.
So when whoever he said that to was like, what you,
T.I. No, but
what you know about that, right?
He was like this. He was like, what makes you think I was uncomfortable?
Yeah.
And he's not. He's up there. He's not uncomfortable because he has the performance in him.
Yeah.
He wasn't uncomfortable. And he's telling stories.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But like I said, if he's really doing this, unless it's because I said, what made you do it? He goes, K-Dub. Somebody K-Dub dared me and shit and threw me up. And then from there, I caught the bug, and I said, I'm going to try it. And he said, I've been going up every night for 3 weeks. And I said, if you can
Spliff Spark, do
that for 20 more years, cool. So that's what happened. You got some footage of him telling jokes? You find some T.I. shit.
I mean, if there is,
think T.I. would let it be on. I think people want to see him. He's going to be like, yo, okay, here we go.
Let's see. Yeah, I'm smoking. Roll up. So we roll up, we blowing, and I'm seeing my thing roll. I'm like, shit, she keeps smoking, she gonna get sleepy. I'm gonna spend the night in it. She smoking, looking at me. How much do you smoke?
T.I. stand-up comedy routine got some laughs.
I mean, yeah, and like I said, it's the beginning. So.
Yo, I'm gonna need Godfrey to extend that to everybody.
If that was any other comic, none of us, we would have went in on that day. If that was any other...
Hey, guys, I want to be able to come back to Atlanta.
As you may or may not have heard.
All right, so we about to get into T.I.'s response. See, they were laughing about it because it takes a lot of courage to get up on stage and do comedy being a rookie. Being a stand-up comedian is one of the hardest professions out there. But let's get into it.
For the past, let's call it 5 weeks now, I have been trying my hand at comedy. And well, for 5 weeks now, I just been seeing, just isolated moments of salt dropping. You dig? And I want to say this, and I'm going to be very careful with my wording because I don't want this to sound adversarial in any way. Because I ain't really got no problem or no issue with you. None of you people who dropping salt on my name, because salt kills snails, not players, all right? But what I like, I want to be very careful because I'm really trying to starve my ego as much as possible. That's what my next album is about. Kill the king. Killing the king is killing the ego. You know what I'm saying? But when I hear this, what I want y'all to know is, for one, bro, what God got for you is yours. Can't nobody take that from you. Okay? It's important that y'all know that, because y'all feel like all of a sudden, because I'm now standing on the stage, sharing my gifts with the world, you know what I'm saying, utilizing the tools and the skills that I've developed or that I am developing, you feel like that's in your way some kind of way. And that's more your problem than I could ever be. The fact that you think that somebody else doing something that you doing is going to stop you from doing what you need to do to get where you need to be, nigga, that's your problem right there. Like, okay, so I have a lot of respect and admiration for a legend and a GOAT in the comedy shit. His name is Godfrey. All right? His name is Godfrey. And I had the pleasure of sharing the stage with him. I had the pleasure of sharing the stage with him at the Atlanta Comedy Theater, and had a good time, you know what I'm saying? Got up there and worked on my set, you know what I mean? I enjoyed the crowd, enjoyed the opportunity. And well, I thought all was well. I thought it went very good. And then I see an interview with Godfrey, and how I see Godfrey is a legend. He's a GOAT. I'm talking about, I mean, he undeniable. All right? Undeniable. And I see him as a giant in their comedy shit. And what I saw in his interview was, I saw a legend trying not to hate while hating. You know what I mean?
Come on, man.
Johnny E says, sounds like he's in his feelings. Yeah. Y'all heard it. Y'all heard the criticism, the hating that Godfrey was doing in the past clip. Always in his feelings, just like the Versus debacle with 50 Cent. I don't even remember how deep that went. Pause. From what I heard, that was light criticism. That was some insight to the comedy game. You have to earn your stripes out here. He wants a participation trophy just off of the name, just off of the strength of, oh, I'm T.I. I'm a legend in the hip-hop game, so I deserve respect in the comedy game. It's like, it don't work that way. You came in, he's not hating. I don't deem that as hating, or deem that as hating. You've seen the other co-host saying, if this was any other comedian, we would kill them. Because any other comedian will have to do open nights to protect, or to perfect, too much Henny, to perfect their craft. They would have to do some open mics to perfect their craft. They would have to do some local bars, some smaller gigs before they get on a stage with Godfrey, to follow Godfrey. You wouldn't just be walking in 5 weeks of doing comedy, not doing open mics and earning your stripes. So when you seen him on stage, it was quite cringe. He got a few giggles because off the strength of being T.I., a celebrity, you're going to want to laugh. Like, it's not like he's not funny, but it's like not for stand-up funny. He needs to work on the craft.
Like innuendos, little tidbits of hate here and there while coupling it or surrounding it with some.
Johnny E says he needs to take constructive criticism as good advice. It's true, because if you can't take constructive criticism, you're not going to grow. You're not going to get better. You're going to be in denial. Let's get back into it.
Compliments to make it seem like you ain't hating for real. But to be honest with you, bro, to me that made a giant look small in my eyes. Simply because what you said was, I came and I went on after you, and you wasn't gonna come out there and watch me. because it would have made you look small. How in the fuck can I make you, a giant in this shit, look small? What the fuck?
Did he say that? Did he say it would make him look small? Is that what he said? I don't want to have to go back and watch what Godfrey said. I don't remember him saying that, but did he say that, y'all?
Why would you even be thinking like that? Okay, now we share a pleasant exchange that I appreciate and still value the moment to this day. And you also mentioned, you know, how I got on the stage. And if you would have asked me how I got on the stage and what brought me to the theater, I would have told you. I just happened to have been in a real estate development meeting with 3 people who were each worth responsible for over $1 billion in real estate internationally. Now, in this meeting, we were casually discussing the things that we've been doing in the past few weeks, and it just happened to come up that I had been doing stand-up. And one of the people in the meeting that I was meeting with, that we are working on, you know, doing some real estate shit together, he said, oh, well, you know what? I own the plaza that the comedy theater is in. Why don't we just go up there, man, and you do your thing, man? You know,
I was talking with my mic off. Fuck, man.
Come on, man.
All right, so I read Terrell McKnight started talking. You said T.I. started talking about suppressing his ego, then got offended at the criticism he received. That's facts. That's facts.
Let's see what you got going on, because we're working on a real estate development play that will include a comedy club. Okay? So he say, I guess he wanted to just see that I was serious about the shit. So he said, man, why don't you come on up to my spot? You know, the person who rents from me out of my plaza happens to operate a comedy club, and it's open now. So let's come on up there. Let's go on up there and do it. And that's what we did. That's how I got on the stage, bro. It wasn't because I wanted to come to Godfrey show and go on stage after he came off, my man. It was because I was handling my business, and my business brought me to your show because the person I was handling business with happens to own the building that the comedy theater rents from, that you were paid, whatever you were paid, to perform at, okay? So, bro, like, my man, but all you had to do is ask me. All you had to do is say, hey, bro, how you get, like, what brought you here, man? What made you, you know what I mean? Like, you ain't got to drop salt, man, and dry hate, man. You ain't got to do that, bro. You ain't got to do that. My man, what I do see, or what I did ask.
Yo, was my mic muted the last time I read your comment, Terrell McKnight? When I said T.I. started by, I gotta read this comment again. I said this 3 times, yo. I'm going outside right now.
Ascertain is that you were fully aware of my ability to add value and contribute more shine, more opportunity, more whatever to the comedy game. And that's true. I can. And I hope to. That's my intention. That's to all ships rise with the high tide. You hear me? So if a motherfucker come, or a motherfucker paying more attention to comedy because Tip is on stage, whether it's because they want to see him fail or they want to see what he got to say, whatever it is, bro, that shit should help you and everybody else in this shit. You know what I mean? Because the one thing I see is it ain't enough money to go around right now. But get what? I don't want the money. It ain't enough for me to even bother myself with. I'm in it for the love of the shit. You understand? I'm doing it because I love to do it, bro. Doing it because I got a passion to do it. I ain't made a fucking dime. Ain't looking for it. Don't need it. Would like it, but that's later. Now, what you are failing to do is recognize something, someone who could be an ally, someone who could be an asset, someone who could add value, and you misrepresenting that as opposition, Bro, I'm not your opponent. You talking about, you know what I'm saying, you've been doing this and how long you been doing it, and for somebody to come on after you a headline. Hey, bro, you know how many motherfucking comedians it is out there rapping right now? You know how many comedians it is out there doing rap? Nigga, I've been rapping since I was 8 years old, bro. It took me 16 seconds.
Remember what I said earlier, y'all. Remember what I said earlier. The barrier to entry to hip-hop is much easier. Anybody could rap. He's talking about comedians rapping, Insta Thoughts rapping. Anybody's rapping. Terrell McKnight said, this explanation is relevant to Godfrey's points. I think T.I. is insecure about comedy and overly defensive over nothing. That's facts. It's like, did he even listen for constructive criticism, or did he listen to get in his feelings? Mackenzie Calvin says, hey, LT, hey. What's up? Welcome to the show.
Probably 20 years to goddamn get where I wanted to be. You dig what I'm saying? Now, if a motherfucker was to bring a comedian to an arena, the owner of the arena was to bring a comedian to that arena after I had done got through ripping my motherfucking, my set, and I done got paid, and I'm leaving or exiting the stage, and they say, hey, let my man go on there and do his thing. Well, I'm going to say, shit, if he got the nuts to get out there, I just smoke that motherfucker, let him go on and do it. And another thing you said in your little interview is you said that he's not a comedian. And had you taken the time to come to the stage, which you said that you would not do and you should not do, but I disagree, you would have heard in my set, I say, I'm not a comedian. I'm a superstar. There's a difference. There's a difference. You would have heard that, bro. Like, I'm really just, man, because to be honest with you, I'm still Tip. I'm still the same Tip. The same motherfucker who they said couldn't be the king of the South and back in 2000, 2001, that shit made it personal for me. And that's why I'm the king of the South today, because I took it that serious, because they said I couldn't do it. And that was...
Yo, Terrell McKnight, you said it. T.I.'s insecure. This sounds like he's very insecure. He's getting very defensive. He's the king of the South. I'm still Tip. I'm still X, Y, and Z. It's my nigga. You're in a different art form. You're going to start at the bottom in this art form. He's talking about all this respect. He did take a sneak diss.
Y'all nigga bringing out of me. You hear me? And I'm in this motherfucker for peace. I came in this motherfucker for peace and tranquility. You understand? But what y'all doing here, you poking the bear. You poking the bear. I'm still Tip, bro. This shit still go up. But with a lot more discernment. You know what I mean? With a lot.
Come on, man.
Stop it. Get some help.
You poking the bear. I'm still Tip, bro.
Jesus Christ.
There we go. There we go. Struggling out here. But come on, man. What is this? What is this, T.I.?
Peace and tranquility. You understand? But what y'all doing here, you poking the bear. You poking the bear.
All right, so we're saying you're poking the bear. You're poking the bear is poking the real threat. The person that's who's gonna impose their will on you because they're the big dog out here. T.I., this is comedy. You are a small puppy. You are a week in. You're an infant in comedy right now. The rules are different. This is very emotional from him. He's not accepting constructive criticism. He's not going to do well in the comedy ranks if he continues to be this defensive against everything that is said. You know what I mean? I'm struggling out this bitch.
What?
All right, let's get into it.
still tilt, bro. This shit still go up. But with a lot more discernment, you know what I mean? With a lot more discernment, a lot more thought.
If he had a lot more discernment, a lot more thought, he would not be on a live talking in a rebuttal to Godfrey's comments. Godfrey was very lighthearted with his comments. Y'all seen him. You seen him big him up at the end too. Said he's still T.I. He said all that shit. He still bigged him up so his ego can take the hit of constructive criticism. But the problem in our community too often is no one can take constructive criticism. Everything's a fucking attack. Everything's a fucking attack. Accountability is the number one attack. This is not even accountability. This is just, hey, look at the landscape, motherfucker. This is different. The rules are different out here. You're not going to get a participation trophy. We fuck with y'all. That's why you're able to come up after me, but I ain't going to watch you and give you that respect. You're a pup. That's the message. That's the message.
A lot more intention now, okay? So look, man, let's everybody, man, coexist together. Everybody help each other. If it's a way I can help you, man, just shit, man, tap me on the shoulder and talk to me about it, bro. Don't drop salt and hate, man. Don't do that, bro. Don't do that, bro. Because that's going to make me look at you different. And once I get to looking at you different, I ain't going to be able to look at you the same ever again. I got a lot of respect for you, a lot of you. So, man, don't let me catch you out there hating because you think.
This is why people keep their mouth shut and don't say shit about anybody and let people fail. No constructive criticism because you're going to start looking at a nigga differently. Really?
Because that's going to make me look at you different. And once I get to looking at you different, I ain't going to be able to look at you the same ever again. I got a lot of respect for you, a lot of you. So, man, don't let me catch you out there hating because you think somebody threatening your position who ain't even cut for your position. Don't make me get to applying pressure to the position that you applying for. Okay? So let's everybody live together, coexist, and just goddamn, man, and try to help each other as much as possible, man, because the other shit, that shit lame as hell, bro. And we too old to be lame. We too old.
Crying to me, and I'm not having that.
We are too old to be lame, and we are too old to not be able to take any form of constructive criticism. We too old for this shit. You're stepping in a different art form.
For that. All right? Love and respect. Everybody be cool, man.
One show, but I can't help but address the shit that I saw. See, I started my day.
All right. So what we have here now is Corey Holcomb had T.I. on the podcast, his podcast, and he kind of leaned into T.I.'s theme of he's being hated on. So we're going to react to this. I'm telling y'all, there's a lot here. We covering the entire story of this, what's going down here.
Late because I was up all night. And then my nigga T.I. sent me this video, and I was laughing because I didn't know where he was going with it at first. But long story short, I can't believe that comedians, well, that's not true. I can't believe that comedians have a problem with my brother T.I. as he comes in the game and steps into the place that he gonna be in this game. Yeah. But we really have to talk about what the fuck is going on. You niggas embarrass me, man, because I be around some of you niggas. What the fuck? What? So, I mean, like, K-Dub, don't be shy, because you know these niggas just like I know these niggas. Oh, I ain't shy. What the fuck is wrong? What happened? Why are niggas mad? Comedians are mad that my brother T.I. is stepping in the game and putting his place in the game.
I think what they mad at is that I'm actually good.
How about that?
I think that's what they really mad at. They want me to suck so bad, bro.
Yeah, go ahead. No, D.
No, I was gonna say, I think you're gonna get some kind of flack, backlash, whatever, because look what happened when rappers started acting. I mean, all the top rappers, they don't say it now, but
yeah,
remember,
they used to.
It was
They used to kick
what was his name? Not Jackson.
Samuel.
No,
it was
the other brother. Oh gosh, I forgot his name.
said
But anyway,
something about
they used to make a big deal about that. They didn't like that at all. They were
Well, Samuel Jackson them used to be mad that the.
It was Samuel.
Was it? Samuel and the other one. I forgot his name.
See, I didn't.
It was one of the ones that was saying the rappers
big.
getting involved.
Oh yeah, he hated.
I didn't know that.
Yes.
I mean, I don't
They
remember
was
it
hating on
either.
Tony Rock when he came around. They was hating on Bruh Man when he came around. You know.
So I think
in the beginning when he first came around.
But check this out though. But how about
Rock? When he first started, I remember hearing it. You know, I started in 01, 02, and I guess Tony probably hadn't.
But how about this though? How many horrible ass songs have I had to sit through that comedians wanted to feel like they could be rappers, and I supported that shit just out of just sheer respect. You dig?
Yeah.
Everybody always try to police
like.
That's not even a fair comparison. You didn't have to. You entertained that under your own volition. No one made you. No one forced you to, and it's not being on stage too. It's not like an artist came on stage and performed right before you or after you. It's different if someone's listening to their record or they're trying to. It's a complete different thing. A completely different thing.
I think like because it's by us being five of us up here, we're gonna all try to get all our motherfucking opinions in. I am actually blown away that some of the comedians that had something to say about you, when I looked and see who was saying it, I was like, nigga, what? What the fuck is you talking about? Now, some niggas I know, there are a lot of comedians, right? 40, 50, 60 years old, either live with their mama or their girl.
Yeah.
It just never popped off for them, you know what I'm saying? So I understand they bitterness.
And after 15 years of not being shit, me doing comedy for 3 weeks is the reason why they ain't gonna make it.
But look, I'm laughing because
for some reason
I'm still in shock. Like, I can't believe that people went on their...
Terrell McKnight, see, you spitting facts tonight, my nigga. You spitting facts tonight. You say, once again, it's about who we like. Facts be damned. That's facts. A old school comedian. It should be an old school. See, I'm grammar police out here. An old school comic. Okay, so I'm failing out here.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
An old school comic like Corey would agree with comedy. Agree with comedy. Jesus Christ, what am I doing out here? Would agree with Godfrey 100 if it was anybody but T.I. We have no standards for each other. Oh, I should read it off this screen, dumbass. We definitely don't have standards for each other. It's definitely about who the fuck we like. We back and cape for who the fuck we like, and we say fuck the facts. I don't do that shit over here. Not on this channel. It's not facts be damned. It's facts we bolster. We push the facts, and we say fuck the rest. Argue with facts and be an idiot. But it's not about who we like. It's about who is actually right when we do these objective breakdowns. And from what we see right now, T.I.'s crying. Godfrey was just giving some constructive criticism and some insight to how comedians think about other comedians. And he refused to take it. And then Corey Holcomb's backing him because it's T.I. He likes T.I.
Little platforms and decided to run with this. Like, I'm trying to be nice.
I don't know.
But I really want to say things that...
Man, you want to say what I already said.
What you say, K-Dub?
Like, dudes gay, man. They ain't got no fathers. They weak, pathetic. And they just talking. Only a gay...
I don't even want to discredit the gays like that. You know what I'm saying?
I say the word gay. I don't even mean for gay people. I mean just for him personally. Like, it's just about another man.
It's a term in the hood. But when you say that's gay, it's different.
That's true. I mean, anytime you feel like another man and what another man does is going to prohibit and keep you from doing what you need to do, yeah, that's a character flaw.
Most of the people, I am smart enough to let them blossom into who they are around me. I don't check people when I first see it because I know more is coming.
That's right.
More is coming. So, like, this one guy, he came on my show talking crazy to me before.
Word.
And when I took him on the road, he went up to the club owner and was like, hey, I want you to put my name up under Corey Holcomb name on the motherfucking marquee. And I never say nothing about this stuff because I be like, okay, if he'll do that, let me watch what else he do.
That's
you know what I'm saying? And it don't mean I don't have love for him,
Right.
but I can't have you around me if you are worried about what the next man doing. Because
That's
what
true.
they do, they act like, oh, I'm just worried about him. No, you like that. You do that with anybody. If you mad at one person that don't even really know you, I bet.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? And you talking crazy about him shining. And the main thing they talking about, there's this thing called the Shaq Comedy All-Star
Shaq
Jam.
All-Star Comedy, yeah.
I did it before. You know, I got my chance to shine on it, but
Right
them
on.
people ain't.
All right, so they're pretty much making it seem like it's a character flaw. Yeah, it's the shaming. Making it seem like it's a character flaw on Godfrey's end for even acknowledging him or speaking on him to notice what he's doing. But if they stay in their bubble, and that's what they'll think. But if they look outside into other comedy circles, like Joe Rogan circle, the Joe Rogan, Burt Kreischer, Tom Segura, Ari Shaffir, Brendan Schaub, you listen to those guys talk, they say the same things you hear from Godfrey circle. So their comedy minds are aligned, and you just caping for your friend, Corey. T.I. came in the comedy game and did not do the requisite research. And he's talking about we just doing it for fun, trying to make asinine comparisons to hip hop and comedians jumping in hip hop. He didn't do his due diligence. He didn't know. He didn't, and he's refusing the insights from Godfrey too. Godfrey's trying to give him some perspective on the game, and he's refusing it too. So you're not going to study. You're going to refuse perspective, and you're going to cry and play the victim like people are hating on you, and now you're getting on a panel where you're just getting accepted. This is the ultimate participation trophy. Oh, I'm here. I'm T.I. You're not funny yet. Like, earn your stripes on stage.
Want to do right by me so they can kiss my black ass. But that's my thing. I ain't mad at them. But you know, I tell a motherfucker to kiss my ass in a minute.
Right.
But the comedians see T.I. is about to perform on the Shaq thing, and them motherfuckers act like you wasn't never booked on the Shaq thing. They didn't have you on there. You don't sell no tickets. The business part of this business
Asses
is
and
something
seats.
that a lot of the comedians don't know. You know what I mean?
Right.
If I would T.I., look. Next Sunday, we doing a show at the French Quarters. If you want to pop through, please pop through, brother. God damn it, you know what I'm saying? We gonna put that flyer up there.
I guess it ain't that. It ain't really.
So now they're completely shitting on Godfrey and what he does. Is that what I'm hearing? Godfrey had a special on Netflix. He was part of Tiffany Haddish's comedy special. It's on Netflix like last year. Just up to last year. I think Godfrey's underrated. Godfrey should be or could be doing, I can't even say could be doing better. Comedy is very difficult. There's not a lot of successful comedians. Not a lot of comedians are making big money.
Like that much of like it ain't a surprise that they'd be pissed off, but in the famous words of R. Kelly, it's better to be pissed off than pissed on.
Who seems like they're pissed off? It seems like he offered you some constructive criticism. We're going to get into Godfrey's response after this. We have all the responses.
Godfrey is getting backlash from the black community over the position of an amateur. I'm gonna say it strong too. Over an amateur rookie, fresh new legged ass comic coming in the game and went up. Godfrey did an hour and a half, and then a new rookie comic came up behind him, and the people got mad at Godfrey because the rookie is T.I.
He's supposed to eat that.
T.I. went up after Godfrey.
Is there a TV on?
Yeah.
Turn it down.
That's Rudy TV.
Turn it down, man.
Somebody watching my favorite cartoon back there.
Hold on.
I was talking to Rudy.
Yo, Rudy. Yo,
Yeah.
First of all, here's what happened. Now, today, I got all the comedians from the South calling me. I said, "Oh, something's going on. All this Southern shit coming."
Oh, they pressing you?
No, not supportive.
Okay.
So I'm like, "What the fuck is going on?" And so they said, and I see this video, Godfrey, man, how can I do what? I see T.I. is on a live. I see, what is going on? And in my head, I go, oh, I bet you they took the shit that I said on the podcast wrong about T.I. doing comedy. I bet you they just took it out of context. And I was right. First of all, I fuck with T.I. I fuck with his music. Dude, I would go on stage playing his music. What the fuck? I'm a T.I. fan.
Yeah.
And I've interviewed T.I.
Do you see that? Do you hear that? He's a T.I. fan. He's a T.I. supporter. That's the energy I got from the first interview or the first podcast that he did. I don't understand how T.I.'s interpretation of what Godfrey said was hate. What part of that was hate? I think when people are so insulated in their bubble of yes men, they don't hear any sort of criticism from anybody that's not like a YouTuber or something like that, or that's a known critic. So when it's like a normal person that offers any sort of constructive criticism, they don't want to hear it. It's honestly pathetic at that age. At that age, after all that success T.I.'s had in his career as a rapper, as an actor, for him to not be able to take a little bit of constructive criticism is pretty pathetic.
First of all, I fuck with T.I. I fuck with his music. Dude, I would go on stage playing his music. What the fuck? I'm a T.I. fan.
Yeah.
And I've interviewed T.I. with Lord Jamar and Raw Digger on the Yada Mean podcast, because I do that podcast. So T.I.'s always been cool dude. Like, I fuck with him hard. So I'm in Atlanta Comedy Theater. And Gary Abdo sometimes don't give a fuck how he run his shows. Because he runs a bus depot of comics in there. He'll just throw everybody. And I told Gary, you're not going to do that 8 niggas go up before me. That ain't happening.
Yeah. Let me go get mine, and then you can do this.
Yeah, I'm going to do bop, and that's it. So I get off stage. Artie Fuqua is hosting. Hold on. So I get off stage. You know how you do an hour and some change, and you good night. Ow. You wreck the stage. You mic drop.
Body.
Good night, Atlanta. Yeah. Nigga, what? Ain't nothing happening after this. No. So
that nigga here, Grand Hustle, come on. Yeah.
So I'm playing T.I. What you know about that? Yo, so I get off stage. I go down the stairs and Artie goes, yo, T.I. wants to go up. And I go, the fuck who? What do you mean T.I. wants to go up? I was like, T.I. You mean T.I.? He's here? He goes, yeah, he wants to go up. And do what? I thought maybe, is he promoting an album? Is he going to do some? I said, oh, he's doing comedy? I was like, oh. I didn't know. And so I was like, all right, fuck it. Fuck it. All right, let him go up. It's, I said, it's his town. It's Gary App. Fuck it. So I went to the green room like headliners do.
Yeah.
When we finished rocking and leaving our product on the stage, we go to our green room and just chill the fuck out. And they were like, well, you're not going to go watch? I go, why would I do that? I'm better at this than him.
Who's asking you this?
They're asking. They'd ask me, did you go see it? I go, why would I?
I'm about to make me curse right now, bro.
Listen.
They wilding now, bro.
Listen.
Listen.
And I go,
we have full TI set of comedy to watch right after this. So we're gonna get to witness what T.I. has to offer on stage.
And I said, why would I do that? I'm saying as far as comedy. Now, if T.I. was up there rapping, I'd come in and go, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Because I fuck with T.I. I'm a fan. And I go, but this is comedy. I go, is he serious? Is this a joke? I thought it was bullshit.
Yeah.
Even if an amateur comic sends me a video, they go, can you watch my stuff? I go, I'm not watching you. Fuck am I watching you for? You've been doing it 3 years. I do that to other comedians.
You thought it was a spoof. You thought it was a spoof.
Shit get out of hand now.
You thought it was a spoof. You thought it was a spoof like that 50 Cent at the Super Bowl. I thought that was Craig Robinson upside down. I was like, yo, they playing with your man 50. They got Craig Robinson doing 50. Oh, that's 50 for real.
Yo.
Yeah. Yo, when 50 was hanging upside down, I was like, yo, they got to stop playing, man. That's Keenan Thompson, right?
They call him a fat bat.
Jesus Christ.
Yo, when 50 came out in the Super Bowl hanging upside down, my girl thought he was bizarre. She thought it was the
Yeah, they called that nigga a fat bat.
Yeah.
Hanging upside down.
They was wilding. They was wilding with that. They was damn wrong.
I go, yeah, man. I said, as a comedian, you know, just in the pecking order, like there's the host, you can do guest spots. I don't even watch the host. I don't watch the middle act. You know, we just don't, because we just in our own head. I said, why would I go and watch him? Because it wouldn't even be with a critical eye. It would be like, what the fuck is going on? So why even bother?
But why?
So it wasn't a diss to T.I. and I was like, and I explained it on the podcast. I said, man, I mean, I fuck with T.I., respect the guy, but I'm the comedian. We've been doing this shit 30 years. I'm like, I do this shit every day. You know, I was on stage last night 3 times. I did 3 shows last night at the cell. I did 3 different shows last night. And I just came from Missouri and I put my shit down, took a shower, went downtown and still went on stage. Like, this is what the fuck we do.
Yeah.
So it wasn't a diss to him. It was the comedy culture. And I think Donnell Rollins made a comment like, well, some people just don't want to see a motherfucker. I said, really, Donnell? Really, Donnell?
See,
it's Donnell, you've been doing this shit. Really, Donnell? Did you really just...
Donnell's in a very political place in his career right now.
I know. He doesn't want to shake the boat.
He gotta be nice to a lot of people right now.
No, but I'm not even being mean to T.I., man.
No. I'm with you. I'm with you 100.
You know, and it's like, I'm like, yo, and I said, so I guess I didn't watch T.I.'s video. I'm not watching T.I.'s video. And if he feels like, because he gave me a compliment. He said, man, I see Godfrey as a giant, blah, 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 a comedy giant. I said, yeah, but you should look at it from a perspective of, yeah, you're a rap superstar. My surprise that you doing comedy is just natural. Like, what? You doing comedy?
Yeah.
You really? What? You? Okay.
So it's just like they look at Kobe and Allen Iverson and Chris Webber for trying to rap. They looked at them like they was cross-eyed, like they were Devo.
And Shaq.
What you doing? Yeah.
And Shaq.
They clowned them. And let me tell you this, people in general take shots at comedians, but I think rappers are the most egregious at telling the comic he corny. Yo, that nigga's corny, son. Fuck that nigga B. Hey,
right.
Yo, word up. Hey, yo, Ali, come over here. Your man right there, right. Corny. Rappers will tell you corny.
That's like me. That's like me after T.I. goes off stage. I go, hey, T.I., man.
Once again, I was speaking with my mic off.
Man, sit your dumb ass down.
God damn it.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Yeah, I got to hold these L's right now. All right, so let me get into the point that I was trying to make. TG says, with all that hard work, I would expect Godfrey to be more successful in his profession. Now, I think I made a video a long time ago saying Godfrey's the most underrated comedian out there. I still stand by that. I don't think we support him enough. I don't think the people and the fans support him enough. I see him working hard. I don't know. I don't know if he needs to have the right connections, because he's talking about Donnell Rollins has to play the game a certain way because of his connections. I don't know if he doesn't have the right connections. He was in that Tiffany Haddish Netflix special, but I don't know. I don't know what it is.
Move off the way. Yo. Listen, man. Yo, I'm breaking down shit. Fuck that nigga's rhymes. Niggas will be like, what? You absolutely.
Johnny E says, I think it's because he isn't a sellout. I hope it's not that. I hope that's not the reason. Because if you have to sell out to make it in comedy, then it's like everybody that made it sold out at some point. I don't think that's the case, but I think it would be a lot easier for him if he sold out. I think it would be definitely a lot easier if he sold out on some fuck shit.
Absolutely right. After he rocked, you want to come up there and freestyle.
I would.
And you just started. Yeah.
Yo, T.I. would be fucking appalled after he just finished doing all his greatest hits. And that nigga Steve Harvey, they say, yo, Steve Harvey say he want to go up and do his new shit. Like, and he'd be like, yeah.
Spliff Spark says, you need to go to Hollywood as a comedian to be successful. Yeah, I said it.
Perfect.
Can we sit here and name a comedian that is a big star comedian that hasn't went to Hollywood? That has not went Hollywood? Just name one comedian. Can we sit here and name one comedian? Maybe Andrew Schultz. But Andrew Schultz still went MTV. So Andrew Schultz is big now. I don't even... let's get back into it. I'll think about that.
At the Grand Hustle concert?
Yeah. I don't give a damn about no T.I. I got my songs. I'm going to tell you.
You're right, TG. With modern day, the accountability would be on him. He could be doing skits right now on his YouTube. I don't know about skits, but Andrew Schultz built his empire, his comedy empire, huge on YouTube. So Godfrey has In Godfrey We Trust, his podcast, but I think he needs a little more. He was on Vlad before. Those views on Vlad were huge, but that relationship sullied. I'm going to do a breakdown on that next. We have a pretty comprehensive breakdown on Godfrey and Vlad's relationship. But let's get back into this one.
Fuck a T.I. My turn. People been waiting for Steve Harvey. I just want to wait for your bullshit to end. Now my turn. Fuck out of here.
Yeah.
You know, it wasn't so the way they
Godfrey, Lady Hotep says, Godfrey been around for a while. I always looked at him like a white people's comic, if y'all know what I mean. I know what you mean by white people's comic. Is Godfrey one of them?
You know, for some reason, people need to take a context class. Take shit out of it. They want to always see that we're shitting on each other. I don't shit on another black man like that.
This is important. People definitely need to take context class. Everything is taken out of context, and people just want to fit their own narratives most times.
For some reason, people need to take a context class. Take shit out of it. They want to always see that we're shitting on each other. I don't shit on another black man like that. I don't do shit like that. I'm talking about the art form. You know what I mean? I don't do, and I told T.I., I said, T.I., we can have a conversation. I'm not gonna run. Let's have a conversation, because I didn't know you made a live saying that I tried to diss you. I didn't know. Yo, if he had that much respect for you, he would have been like, "Yo, come check me out and tell me what you think."
Exactly.
And then if you ignored him, then he could say, "I got."
That's different.
Or whatever. But you can't just be like, "I'm up there. You gotta come see me."
If you say Godfrey, if you could expeditiously come and watch my show, I would really appreciate psychological help. I would be like, hell yeah, I'll help you out, man. That would be a privilege, no problem. I said, I asked him, I said, you really trying to do this, huh? I said, all right.
Cool. Is he though? Is he?
This is the thing about comics, man. I'm sick of our shit. Comics will help any goddamn body. If motherfucking Trump would have came to somebody, hey, look, I want my speech, I want it to be funny. It's gonna be a comic that's gonna help him write the shit to be fun.
Of course.
Anybody. But at the same time that we help, we open ourselves up to get dissed and disrespected. The reason why people don't respect our craft is because at some point, and Godfrey, you 20 years in at this point.
25.
25. So you 25, I'm 24. Rudy's what, 30?
15 years, fellas.
You lying son of a bitch.
I just started, my nigga.
Did you look off that way?
They cloned me in 2016, y'all ain't know.
Yeah. Rudy chimed in 15 years, fellas. So our accolades and the things that we did gave us prestige. It really wasn't, we wasn't looking to other people from other crafts to make us live. So then somewhere in there, basketball players and rappers start thinking that they felt like, hey, I'm the person that needs to help push comedy because y'all motherfuckers ain't funny enough to push this shit on yourself. So let me put my NBA, my rap celebrity on the line to help you struggling ass artists.
Yeah, because who they got from the NBA doing it? Blake Griffin. You got Blake Baby Davis.
Everybody, big Booby Cousins, Phil O'Neal, Allen Iverson, the Paul Pierce Comedy Bash. Nigga, I think Luke Longley got one.
in Australia.
So
yeah, comics. You know what it is? We are the one genre that people think is the most easiest to do, and quite frankly.
Did this nigga say Luke Longley had a comedy special? Yo,
it's the most difficult.
It's the number one hardest. It's the hardest to make money in, the hardest to do, because it's a constant. Like even when Chris Rock will go up working on his shit, and you know Chris Rock is a technician, man. He'll go up with his fucking shit, and they'll be like, "Yo, Chris Rock," and then the applause stops right away. Like, all right, nigga, let's go. You know, even to him, they do it to him. They do it to Chappelle. And it's like, you know, it's like, I think T.I. is like a shiny new object. Everyone's like, "Whoa, it's T.I." But after a while,
after that third big word, you like, all right, nigga.
Yeah, people are like this. You know, they're gonna be. That's how they are towards us.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers be like this. Even people that come to see you, niggas like, yeah, let's see what this nigga. Even the ones that come to see you are giving you a hard time.
The illest shit I heard somebody tell me is like, yo, my nigga, I thought you was corny, but after tonight, I'm like, I don't know how to take that shit. Niggas like, I've been doing this for damn near 20 years. You thought I was corny, now I'm funny tonight? Like, yeah.
Oh yeah, niggas be like this, man. I thought you was like, you know, like one of them dudes that like white.
They'll tell you.
Like, nigga, the fuck is wrong with you, man? Like, cats will crazy shit to you. These are the fans of yours.
Yeah, man.
I don't think people understand what comics go through. Comics are different. T.I., you're going to get into a fight. You're going to fight. If you start doing stand-up, you're going to fight because somebody can come tell you, yo, you trash. Like in your face.
Yep.
Like I'm not finna review your album and you no motherfucking stars and not stars. Right up to you, say, nigga, I spent my hard-earned money, man. Fucking trash, nigga.
Where Paul Mooney needs to be still alive, man.
Man,
like, nigga, sit your goddamn ass down.
Listen, Paul Mooney, Cortez.
Now, isn't it much better to get constructive criticism from somebody that's been in the game for 25 years, 24 years, 30 years, opposed to hearing it on stage and having a Kramer moment and one of those meltdowns where you cross the line and say some fuck shit on stage where you're not supposed to say because you're getting heckled? They're just trying to warn him that honeymoon phase he's in right now where everyone's like, oh, it's T.I., and they're just laughing to laugh. Yo, we're going to get into the comedy special right after, or not even the comedy special, T.I. stand-up right after. This is why I've been drinking the Henny, because I'm going to need it to get through this. All right, so let's get into this.
Dude, Rodney Winfield Winfield, I need all these Pryor to come back. It's like, nigga, your ass is terrible. Damn. Nigga,
What
shut the fuck
that
up.
motherfucker?
T.I., shit. You need to stick to rapping, Jack. Every nigga think he funny. Look, my kids ain't shit. Yeah. Hey, nigga, that nigga Richard Pryor's son damn show ain't funny. It's like my son shit.
Quite a room we have here. Yeah.
All right, before we get into this comedy special, I just want to say something. I think, to be completely real, I think it's soft as shit to not be able to take any type of constructive criticism. I think it's the weakest shit in the world. I think it's a weak display of masculinity to not be able to take some damn criticism, because you're going to feel it on stage when you're getting these boos. This isn't one of those. This is still in the honeymoon stage, so this isn't. I'm sure he's not going to get booed here. I haven't seen this comedy special. I wouldn't want to do that to myself twice, to be forced to be watch this. But I'm not hating on T.I. I hope T.I. becomes a funny comedian. I like T.I. as a rapper, but I need people to be able to accept constructive criticism better and take accountability better.
Give it up for the ice and the trash on the stage. Hey, listen, man.
Emergency Henny.
I really want to thank Mr. Perdue and all of the other comedians who have been embracing me. I really want to thank you guys. I really do, because I have found in a very short period of time that this comedy shit is very territorial. Motherfuckers is tired of me already. This is early. I'm talking about, imagine not being shit for 17 years in a row, and T.I. begins doing comedy, and all of a sudden in a week and a half, that is the reason that you ain't made it. Can you?
My bad. I'm gonna leave it. I'm not gonna play my drops over this. But now he's calling out Godfrey now? What is this on stage? You're saying what is going on here?
And T.I. begins doing comedy, and all of a sudden in a week and a half, that is the reason that you ain't made it. Could you put yourself in that frame of mind? I think, the shit, what's odd to me is the motherfuckers hate to see me up here on stage, telling my life, sharing my experiences, getting laughs. You supposed to laugh then, don't worry about that. They hate to see that shit, but they have no problem seeing me in prison though. That shit's like, oh yeah, that fits. That's right. You weren't supposed to laugh that hard just then. It's cool. I ain't gonna trip. I'm gonna work through it. And if anybody knows anything about me, there's a such thing as the King of the South that I invented. Yeah. And the thing about it is, the King of the South shit didn't mean as much to me as it did when motherfuckers said that I couldn't have it. Exactly how I feel about comedy. I was just up here just kicking shit, man, having a good time, man. I was just playing around, and then motherfuckers like, what the fuck are you doing?
Boo! What the fuck? Yo, what the fuck is this, man? Yo, this is painful.
I'm like, oh, you know what? Guess what? I like it here. So, deal with it. This is odd. No, this is odd. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. Usually it's music and lights and weed. Like, this is odd. Y'all motherfuckers looking at me, bro, eyes full of expectations, not knowing what to expect, hoping I just throw out a big word arbitrarily. If anybody don't understand some of the words that I'm saying as the ambassador of big words, I just ask that you
My nigga,
raise
you
your
know 3
hand
big words. Stop it.
and let me know. I'll come to you and we'll talk about it sometime throughout the show. Let's not hold up everybody else's good time, just, but how many of y'all motherfuckers out there married? About a handful of miserable motherfuckers faking like they had it in the back right there. Hey, listen, man, Atlanta is a very, very strange place to have a relationship. Atlanta, hey, man, this is not for the fucking weak. I've been married 11 years. I've been married 11 years, man. That's 101 years in Atlanta. And I see, man, that so many motherfuckers is questioning marriage, which is natural. They question marriage, and it's always like young people asking, when is the right time to get married? Who should they be married to? How do you know if it's the one? And all that old bullshit. But they looking for all the wrong shit, bro. I see this shit. They say, I want to find someone I can spend the best days of my life with. You're stupid. You can spend the best days of your life with anybody, motherfucker. Like, it doesn't matter. The key to marriage is finding someone you can spend the worst days of your life with. That's the key. You hear me? Anybody you can suffer with and still be satisfied, that's the motherfucker you're supposed to be with. Like, Lord forbid.
Did he even finish the last joke? Is this when the jokes start? He has no idea how to construct and craft a joke at all. At all. He should have took the criticism. What is this shit?
Come on, man.
Guys, let's say we traveling home on the way from here to wherever we're going. Have an accident. Bad accident. Fall out on the scene. Wake up in the hospital. Doctor standing there looking at you, say, hey, man, I don't know how to tell you this. You had a bad accident. We've done everything we could, but your dick doesn't work. Who you thinking about calling? Well, that's who you're supposed to marry, whether you like it or not. That's who you're supposed to marry. That's the way the shit works. Okay. Quite a room we have here. Yeah. Give it up for the ice and the trash on the stage. Hey, listen, man. I really want to thank Mr. Perdue and all of the other comedians who have been embracing me. I really want to thank you guys. I really do, because I have found in a very short period of time that this comedy shit is very territorial. Motherfuckers is tired of me already. This is early. I'm talking about, imagine not being shit for 17 years in a row.
Wait, it just repeated itself. Is this the rest?
They say, I want to find someone I can spend the best days.
Yeah, that's it.
A few of my homies were there. And we were having natural debates about some bullshit or another. And I'm in full call a working class celebrity you'll ever find. Wake up in the hospital. Doctor standing there looking at you, and I know. Y'all should really listen to more 90s R&B.
Yeah, it restarted somehow. See, I cut this clip up together. I fucked it up somehow. I didn't watch the whole hour. Yeah, but it didn't finish before it restarted. There was still some material left. So this is like the last 3.5 minutes, somewhere around here.
Never let it go, never let it show. You know.
Just a little bit.
Little secret.
God damn it.
Very little penis, and she wanted to keep that shit a what the song was inspired by. Look, like it or not, that's who you're supposed to marry.
All right, so right here. Right here.
That's the way the shit works. It's your little secret. I know that because my wife wrote the song My Little Secret, and she told me that's what the song was inspired by. It's inspired by her being with somebody who had a very little penis, and she wanted to keep that shit a secret. She didn't want him to share it with anybody else. You're my little secret. That's how we will keep it. You should never let it go, never let it show. You know, and I know. Y'all should really listen to more 90s R&B. Man, although I am a celebrity to the untrained eye, I'm the most blue-collar, working-class celebrity you'll ever find. I pump my own gas. I go to the grocery store, buy my own groceries and shit. And people are surprised. Like, motherfucker, did I just see you on TV? What the fuck are you doing out here at the gas station? Getting gas, obviously, motherfucker. I find myself in very humbling, everyday experiences because the people around me feel that it's their obligation to keep me grounded, to make sure that I know I'm not as much of the shit as I think I am. And your children do that to you the most. My youngest daughter, her name is Eris. I love her to death. She finds the oddest ways to make sure that I know I'm not as much of a celebrity as I thought. See, one night, I was out back at my pool.
We don't care.
Let me tell you
We don't care.
On my state. And, you know, I'm sitting with standing with my partner, K-Dub, C-Rod, J-Ski, a few of my homies were there. And we were having natural debates about some bullshit or another. And I'm in full TI mode. Motherfucker, it's big shit popping, little shit stopping. You hear me? My history ain't no mystery. You motherfuckers will never, ever amount to the greatness that I've displayed. And my phone rings. So I pick up my phone, and it's a FaceTime, and I see it's Eris. And she says, Daddy, I don't know what you're doing. I don't know if it's important. But I just boo-booed, and I need you to come wipe me. I never wanted to not look up as much as I did in that moment. Like right when I was popping my shit for real, and I was, and I look up finally, and K-Dub says, what did you say? You say it's big shit wiping, you say, so I suggest you go ahead and there wipe that ass, brother. So I go in the bathroom and I say, baby, you're 5 years old. You can wipe yourself. She said, yeah, I can wipe myself. I just didn't feel like it. So I called you. And I wiped her ass like a superstar. Thank you so much for these little giggles you gave me, man. This is TIP. I appreciate y'all.
Y'all make more noise for TIP. Y'all let him hear it. King of the South. Holding the record for the most expensive.
Yo, that was awful, man. That was awful. That was absolutely atrocious. Goddamn. Goddamn. What the fuck was that? Yo, that was so bad. That was so bad. Yo, we wrapping the fuck up right now. We out of here. That was... He's a beginner. We got to give him some grace. He'll grow with some time. Pause. Yo, everything's fucking zesty. Shout out to DJ Great Dane. My young OG is live again. Yeah, we out here. We out here. I'm thinking about doing the next show, but then I looked at the time. Yeet. T.I. needs to be better at accepting constructive criticism. It would have went a long way because that was terrible. That was atrocious. I'm not going to watch. See, this is why. This is exactly why Godfrey said he didn't want to watch it. What is there to watch? Like he's going to want to watch Chappelle or someone he could study. Oh, shit, I could keep the chat up like that. Okay. People would pay to see that? Y'all would pay to see T.I. on stage? Comedy-wise? Jeez. All right, I'm going to wrap up the show here. We got a lot more on the way. A lot more on the way. I know none of y'all would pay for T.I. Hell no. You see the nopes, the fuck no. I see them coming in. Y'all ain't paying for that shit. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit that subscribe button if you're not already subscribed. Yeah, we have a tomorrow. We have a show tomorrow morning. We ain't gonna do another one tonight. We good tonight, y'all. We out. Yeah.